What's up, y'all? I'm Jordy, and I joined another Regulation F tour hosted by LukeVGC recently, because I'm kinda sick of Regulation I. Fortunately, maybe this week we'll be getting the new rules. I'm so excited. But I decided to use Glalie because it's funny. We've got Freeze Dry, Sheer Cold, Protect, Disable. Basically, the idea behind this team is try to get as many Moody boosts as you can on this Glalie. We got screens to make it super tanky. We got Ogerpon for redirection. We got Incineroar and Rillaboom for fake out support. And then we have a Goodra. I realized when I was using this team that the Goodra doesn't have Life Dew. I meant to have Life Dew over Protect. That way it could support healing itself and healing the Glalie and keeping the rest of the team nice and healthy. So it's not exactly what I was going for. That was my bad. But this Glalie, basically the idea is to be super tanky and sheer cold stuff. If you're tanky enough, you can spam sheer cold as much as you want. You're eventually gonna hit something, and you might just win the game with that. But I've got a few matches here. Let's see if Glalie can do it. Ooh, okay. Okay, good start here. Oh boy. Oh lord. Oh, that's an Urshifu, Amoonguss, Tornadus, Shenpao. Primarina's cool tech. And Raging Bolt. Shenpao, Urshifu, kinda scary. Glalie with Tera Water can resist a lot of stuff, except that Raging Bolt. Honestly, Goodra's alright here. The problem would be Spore. I think Goodra has to be the play. Yeah, I think it's a fake out plus Goodra. Don't think I need Grim though, so I could put Glalie in the back as a backup plan. I like that. Incin, Goodra, Ogerpon, Glalie. Locking it in. I want to bring Glalie. I don't think if I can get a Shelter or two, plus I got Intimidate, I think I'll be okay. I don't know if there's any secret Tera Ghosts or Covert Cloaks going on. I imagine Torn's probably Cloak. Pow is probably Ghost. If Torn is cloaked, then I'm gonna assume nothing else is. Urshifu could be Tera Ghost, but I think it's more likely to be Water. Seems like a pretty aggressive team. You'd want the damage. Good trainer card. Why didn't you bring Okidogi? Alright, 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 alright. Shenpao Tornadus. Alright. Fake out ain't gonna do nothing. Cool. Good plan, good plan. So I'm gonna go ahead and just parting shot this Tornadus. Probably Tera Fairy in case Sacred Sword is coming. Yeah. Parting shot Torn. Tera Fairy Shelter. No Tera Ghost from the POW. So maybe I could have gotten the fake out there. And maybe they don't even have Sacred Sword. Okay, it's a Protect from POW, so didn't need the Tera here. Taunt my Goodra. Alright. Fine. Fine. We're gonna do a different plan then. We're gonna go right into Glalie and start sheer colding your whole team, except Shenpao, who's immune. For now. Everybody say hi, Glalie! Hi, Glalie! Speed Rise! Attack down, that's fine. Freeze Dry should do a chunk to Torn, so I'm gonna go for that. And bring in Incineroar for another Intimidate on that Shenpao. I think that's fine. You might want to taunt Glalie if you don't know what it's gonna do. which is pretty reasonable. The fact that it got a speed boost coming in is pretty funny. They might want to get Tailwind now because of that. Alright, Intimidate this Chien-Pao. It's at -2. Freeze Dry does not quite half. Sacred Sword does barely anything. Leech Wind double connects. Okay. Speed drop on Incin. Can I get a special attack boost on Glalie? Because that would put it past the point where I can KO Tornadus. Special defense. That's not bad. Let's disable Tornadus. Fake out Chien-Pao. Chien-Pao might protect. I just want to like break the sash. I'm not feeling just Flare Blitzing right into it yet though. You know, I could have Flare Blitzed into it. Okay, it's swapping anyway. So maybe Knockoff or Flare Blitz would have been fine. Into Urshifu. Gotcha. Dark Urshifu. And they Tailwind. Ah, darn. Alright, Speed Boost isn't going to be enough to be past Urshifu unless I get another one. Oh! I'm currently at triple speed, which is going to be faster than Urshifu. Special attack is down though, so I'm gonna bring in Goodra, which should hard wall Urshifu. And I will hit Tornadus with a Flare Blitz. If I can knock out Tornadus, prevent them from going for Taunt. I could also have done Parting Shot into Ogerpon, maybe. Sucker Punch. Ah, you're afraid of me being faster with Glalie. Leech Wind is not so bad. Tell me if this is enough. Yes! Thank you! Decent chunk of recoil, that's okay. Because I got a berry. So I can be very annoying. If you laughed, shame on you. Alright, they still have Tera available. So there could be some Tera Ghosts somewhere. I'm gonna go for Shelter. I think it's unlikely they can stop that. Should... I'm gonna hard swap in Glalie. I think the most use I can get out of it is if they're doubling into Goodra before I get a boost. I can get Glalie in for free. Try to stall out some Tailwind by swapping Incineroar out, coming back, intimidating, faking out. And preserving Ogerpon's health could be big. So yeah, that's going into Goodra. That's not so bad. And a Wicked Blow. Ooh, Glalie got in for free. Nice. Alright, Glalie gets some free healing. Let's see what stat boost we get. If it's defense, I'll... Ooh, attack up is no good. Special attack down. Alright. We're going to... Oh. I thought I had Life Dew on this Goodra. Apparently not. I knew I was missing something. Alright. Goodra. Body press the Ursh. We'll just go into Incin. spinner. Now we're at +2 and they're at -1, so that does absolutely no damage. Ooh, and they have Drain Punch. Is that a crit? That was enough to finish off Incineroar when they're at -1, but I guess Sword of Ruin helped. Okay. I'm a little surprised by that, but +2 Sword of Ruin Body Press, I expect to be enough. Yeah. Perfect. I went into this thinking I had Life Dew on Goodra, but I have Protect. I guess that's fine. Let's do Glalie. I don't know what their last is. It's Raging Bolt. Alright, so the redirection from Ogerpon could be massive into Raging Bolt, but I don't have any healing for Goodra. So I need to protect Goodra. Yeah, I'll protect Goodra so I can have a follow me turn. And I'm going to go for Sheer Cold into Raging Bolt. I think that's my best bet here. Sacred Sword at -1 might take Glalie though. No, it doesn't. And we hit! Oh, game 1, first Sheer Cold we click. Gone. Gone. Defense up doesn't matter because of Sacred Sword, but oh my goodness. They should still have Tera available. Our attack stat is not down. I'm gonna go for Heavy Slam in case they Tera Ghost just so I could do some damage. Oh, and I'm gonna click Freeze Dry. Just again for some damage. Sheer Cold can't affect them if they stay an Ice type. Okay, I could have Sheer Colded, but oh boy. That's amazing. I probably win at this point. Ogerpon should be able to finish off after a heavy slam. I guess it depends on who they go after here. They're going after Goodra. Is it enough this time? Nope. Freeze Dry. That does some. Heavy Slam. Not all the rest. But Ogerpon can finish this up anytime. And Attack Rise doesn't help. Speed Down doesn't help. Heavy Slam. Let's click Sheer Cold again for funnies. Alright, they're not going to allow that. Glalie! Alright, Chien-Pao still lives. I do have to bring in Ogerpon, but Ogerpon was always going to be able to finish this up. Taking out the Raging Bolt was massive. Ogerpon could not have done that on its own. Let's just attack with both. We'll be fine. Goodbye, Goodra. I guess it might have been better to Ivy Cudgel so he doesn't know I have Horn Leech in case I fight him again later. Yeah. But it's fine. Good game. Oh boy. Sheer Cold, man. What are you gonna do about it? Sacred Sword and Urshifu were good answers to what I had, but oof. Alright, here we are with a rematch. Good luck, have fun. Oh boy. Okay. Goodra, fantastic if it can be set up. In order to get it set up, I'm gonna need to redirect that taunt. It's the only way I can do it. I need to do Ogerpon Goodra to redirect the taunt. Incineroar was fantastic, and Glalie worked. I mean, Rillaboom's fine. I have high horsepower and a good chunk of attack. Grimmsnarl is also pretty good against Raging Bolt. I already got him with the Glalie once. I'm gonna go Grim in this one. I think Grim is really good against the fort he brought last time, actually. So yeah, that's my change-up. Alright, got some good dogs there. And a cat, and a Pikachu, I guess. Whole bunch of animals. Urshifu Torn. Understandable. So, what's gonna happen here? Goodra's gonna get a shelter. I'm just gonna follow me in shelter. That's it. Not getting fancy. I was thinking maybe I go for an offensive move with Ogerpon, and predict the Bleak Windstorm. But it looks like it's just going to be a powerful dark move coming into Ogerpon. It could also be a taunt as well. You could taunt toward Goodra. Yeah, okay. And then the Ogerpon takes the taunt. So I like that play then. Wicked Blow's gonna hurt. Oh, but Ogerpon eats. That's fantastic. I can save Ogerpon and go into Grim, even if I wanted to. Tera Fairy, I'll completely wall. And I don't know if Body Press or Heavy Slam does more to Torn. I'm gonna go for a Heavy Slam. So if we're gonna wall Urshifu, I'm just gonna go after Torn. Do have to be careful about how much damage I take on Goodra, though. Since it is my main source of being able to damage things. Bleak Wind is fine, as expected. Rain Punch will do no damage. Here, have a heavy. Cool. Now I'm thinking Light Screen. No, I'm thinking I'm not going to go down here, so I'm going to get Spirit Break damage into Torn. And just protect Goodra from the Bleak Wind, or Taunt if that's what's coming. Rain Dance is interesting. And a U-turn from the Urshifu. Okay. We'll also see if this Torn is Covert Cloak. I've been assuming it was the whole time. Primarina! That's kind of scary. No, not run. We ain't running yet. We setting up Light Screen. We setting up Light Screen and getting rid of Tornadus. Alright, Tailwind is fine. special damage coming out is going to be pretty big. Yeah, that hurts. Plus, it's going to be stronger next turn. Though I can get a parting shot in if I want. Who their other Mon might be. I'm wondering if I can get Grim to parting shot out into Ogerpon and get some healing. So Ogerpon with some healing would be a great way to handle that Primarina. Raging Bolt is scary. Just stall as much as I can. It's probably fine to go parting shot into Ogerpon and protect Goodra. Parting shot out of the off of the Primarina. Go into my Ogerpon to try to get some healing. Maybe he calls this. Certainly don't want to just throw Incineroar in there, though. Ogerpon will either get some healing or it'll go down. Thunderbolt into Goodra is nice. Is it a fairy move calling Ogerpon to come in? No, it's not. Awesome. Ogerpon healing! Yay! Tailwind is at 2 turns. I'm happy to Spiky Shield. Will they have enough to take out Goodra? Maybe, maybe not. Let's body press the Raging Bolt. See if they got enough juice to take down Goodra from here. Neutral Hyper Voice plus Thunderbolt, both behind light screen. I don't know. We already got rid of the Tailwind user. Ooh, Thunderbolt into Ogerpon is nice. Does that also mean you're not going to click Hyper Voice? Yeah, it's Moonblast. That's fine. Have some body press. That's decent. Decent damage there. Alright, if you're going to Thunderbolt, you can hit Grim, I guess. Grim's not going to be able to do anything else. And I'll protect Goodra here. Just get out of this Tailwind so that Ogerpon can come back in. And then do some stuff. I think Ogerpon's in Thunderclap range. I guess there's a maybe, but with light screen up, I doubt it. They're going for Thunderclap. Interesting. Plus Haze? Okay. I can live with that. Rain's done, Tailwind's done. I could parting shot somebody again. Probably the Raging Bolt. Let's parting shot Raging Bolt. Shelter won't do. I mean, I could shelter, but it won't do much if they're gonna undo it. Yeah, parting shot. Let's heavy slam, I guess. Alright, just to protect. That's fine. Weakening the Raging Bolt is nice. I can go into Incin and I could fake out Primarina, maybe? Thunderbolt into Goodra. 16 HP. Take some Life Orb ticks. What the first time they landed a move? I didn't know they were Life Orb until just there. Alright, Goodra's not going to win this game. Incineroar might have to win this game, honestly. I'm going to knock off Raging Bolt. And I'm going to go for a Heavy Slam into Primarina. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going for a Fake Out. I'm just going to try to knock off the Raging Bolt. Try to get some damage. This Incineroar can hit a little bit. Primarina swap is cool. Probably expecting the Fake Out to be there. To Urshifu is fine. Yeah, Thunderbolt. Take out Goodra. Okay. Take a tick of Life Orb, then I'll knock off your Life Orb. Goodbye, Raging Bolt. I think I need to bring in Grim here. I would expect Drain Punch, Incin, Moonblast, Grim. What can I do about that? I can probably live with Reflect, I hope. So let's go Parting Shot into Primarina. Since it's not going to matter against Wicked Blow. But Drain Punch I can put Reflect up for. Don't think I win this one. Drain Punch. We don't even go to our berry. Ooh, Hyper Voice. Risky play. What if Grim Parting Shotted into some healing there? Alright, Ogerpon in the field. Behind dual screens. Incin back. Drain Punch Ursh. Don't think I've seen it protect ever. It could be Assault Vest, which would be nice. I could try Ivy Cudgel plus Fake Out into it. Hoping the Primarina goes for... Oh, Primarina knows better than to go for Protect. Good damage into Ursh. Ursh flinches. Moonblast, and Ogerpon shouldn't do it. Nah. Light Screen being gone is bad. Sucker Punch into Ogerpon. Plus Hyper Voice. It's got to be Sucker Punch, Ogerpon plus Hyper Voice. How can I beat that? Reflects. I just have to live Sucker Punch? That's not going to happen. What was a good call there, not protecting Primarina? I guess I need to just live the Sucker Punch and go Horn Leech. Yeah, I need to live the Sucker Punch. I don't think I will, though. Ah, yeah, not enough. Good game. Good game. If I had gone Follow Me, I would have healed a little bit. But then it would be a 2v1. They could Moonblast plus Wicked Blow. Maybe I could have taken a Moonblast. Maybe I should have followed me. Good game. Mr. Kurtastic here with Doc Spun. Let's go. All right. Probably Lava Plume Chi-Yu, probably Lava Plume Heatran too if it gets it. They got Snow and Bundle, so probably some Blizzard spam there, and Rillaboom's just a Rillaboom. Okay. I got a Glalie. I've got to. Chi-Yu could be Ghost Tera, so Fake Out wouldn't be that effective into it. If I Tera Water, I'm going to have, first of all, less accurate Sheer Colds. But might be fine. How do I beat down the dog? Probably with Ogerpon, honestly. I'll go Glalie Ogerpon. I'm gonna want Incineroar for sure. Is it Rillaboom? Against Snow and Fire? No. It's Goodra. I also want Grimmsnarl, though. Grimmsnarl will not help me beat the Bun. Goodra could help me beat the Bun. Depending on how this goes. Very much depending on how this goes. Yeah, let's do this. I like Glalie's Disable here. If Bun is stuck not body pressing, that could be fantastic for a little bit. Chi-Yu Ninetales is interesting. Trying to blast me with something. But if I can just hit Chi-Yu with Cudgel, that'd be cool. Yeah, I'll just protect Glalie for now. And throw a Cudgel at Chi-Yu, at least force a Tera maybe. Freeze Dry Ninetales could be a thing, which would be kind of scary. But other than that, just gonna protect Glalie. No Tera from anybody. Dark Pulse into Ogerpon does good damage. Snowscape fails. Okay. That feels like a misclick by Chi-Yu. Special attack up, defense down. Okay. Special attack up we can work with. Freeze Dry can hit something. Not a Heatran, but something. Let's go Tera Water defensively, I guess is the plan. Yeah, defensive Tera Water just so we can survive longer. Start throwing sheer colds out like crazy. Swap in Incineroar. I guess I could have protected Ogerpon for a turn, but like I'm probably baiting out a Tera on Heatran here. Now, here's the problem. While Tera Water will help Glalie live longer, probably, it will make Sheer Cold less accurate. Sheer Cold is 30 when you're an Ice type and 20 otherwise. Just to protect from Heatran, that's fine. Aurora Veil. Alright, we don't really care about Aurora Veil if we're going to spam Sheer Cold. Alright, Mr. Cortasic has messaged me. That was a misclick. Oh, you don't say. Really? The Snowscape turn one, huh? Alright, special defense down is not what I want to see. Speed up is interesting, though. Let's click Sheer Cold plus Fake Out into Heatran. Ninetales is going to swap anyway. That's fine. Didn't have anything it could do to Glalie, I guess. And the Bun is in. So probably Lava Plume. Get a defense boost up. Seems pretty reasonable. And Sheer Cold 20 accuracy. Goodbye, Heatran. Woo! Okay. Special attack up again. Special defense down. So we're actually able to hit, kind of, maybe. But special defense down is not great. Alright, Ninetales on the field. All these drops. Not loving these drops. I'm going to go ahead and just protect Glalie. Parting shot out off of Ninetales. Because I think this is a decent opportunity to get Goodra in and start setting up shelters. Yeah, Moonblast would have done a lot to Glalie at -2. And Body Press also into Glalie. Cool. And I can disable one of those. I have a good speed advantage here. It depends on who I think would do more damage to Glalie. But we'll have to see after I get my boost. Because if I get a defense or special defense boost, then it answers the question for me. Special defense is back up. Okay, so I'm less worried about Ninetales. Yeah, our defense is down though, so let's disable Darkspawn and set up a shelter. Goodra, get out of the way! You're blocking the whole screen. Blizzard from Ninetales, going for a freeze, but Covert Cloak on Goodra will prevent that. Body Press is disabled. And a little bit of health back on Glalie. I can't see anything, Goodra. Speed up again. And special defense down. Okay. I can stop the blizzards, but I don't care to. Do I have a decent special attack stat right now? I do. So let's start spamming Freeze Dry. Hit the Darkspawn with that. And I will heavy slam Ninetales. I don't think I need to get greedy with my boosts. Oh, you're gone. Okay, bye. Let's go, Glalie. Let's go. Alright, we got John Luke here. Dozo Giri, Chi-Yu Flutter, Chen-Pao, Dragonite. Alright, a 2-2-2 team. Gotta love it. Incineroar, not that strong, since it'll probably be Ghost Teras all around. Goodra does nothing into Dondozo, so he's definitely bringing Dondozo. I know that much. Grim and Ogerpon wouldn't be bad into Flutterfish. Ogerpon isn't bad into Dozo on its own, especially with Rillaboom support. Obviously, I'm going to use Glalie in some capacity. Just don't think it's on lead. I think it's try to get screens up and use Ogerpon, because I'm thinking more Flutterfish maybe. If it's Powknight, that's scarier. But then Rilla Glalie. Let's give it a shot. Dozo also ignores Glalie's boosts, so we gotta hit the first Sheer Cold if we can position one. Otherwise, we might just get one shot by it. Alright, alright. Good trainer card. Chen-Pao Dragonite. Not what I wanted to see, but could be worse. If anyone tries to hit Ogerpon, you're gonna get Spiky Shielded. And I'm going to try to put Reflect up. Can Dragonite one-shot Grim? Maybe we'll find out. If so, do I have a chance? Probably not. Follow Me can redirect the extreme speeds. They're both +2, assuming we're faster. If you don't Tera, you're not going to one-shot Grim with E-Speed. I can tell you that much. Reflect is up. Ice Spinner. Grim is fine. Doesn't do half. Aerial Ace into Grim. Alright. Fine. Should be able to get Glalie in with a parting shot on the Knight. Getting aerial aced doesn't seem fun though. But yeah, I can parting shot. bring in Glalie. I'll go for just a Horn Leech into Chien-Pao to try to recover some of that health. If you're at -1 and I've got Reflect up, maybe Ogerpon can just eat, and if you Ice Spinner, I'll heal that off Reflect. Alright, Glalie, you can win this, right? Sacred Sword right into Glalie, that's gonna hurt. Horn Leech does a big chunk to Chien-Pao though. Aerial Ace, good chunk to Ogerpon. Alright, Sacred Sword, don't love. Speed up on Glalie is fantastic. Alright, let's disable Aerial Ace. Let's Tera Water, disable Aerial Ace. Spiky Shield Ogerpon. Alright, Dragonite swap, fine. To Flutter Mane. Okay. Worried about a Freeze Dry, maybe? Didn't want to have to defensively Tera. Understandable. So it's no Dozo. Against Glalie, you sure? Disable fails, unfortunate. Sacred Sword's not gonna KO because we Tera Watered. Aw, yeah. Speed up again is amazing. Special attack down though. I think it's Protect. Ogerpon's gonna get doubled into Gleam plus something probably. Gleam plus Ice Spinner. I think my win con is Sheer Colding the Flutter Mane. Yeah. And then I'll just Horn Leech Chien-Pao. Seeing a Tera, probably Tera Fairy Gleam? That's what it looks like. Okay. Okay, I got speed on speed on speed. I am faster than a Flutter Mane, a max speed Flutter Mane with booster energy at my current speed. But Sucker Punch takes us out. Is that game? Yes. No? Yes. Good game, John Luke. You beat a Glalie. Congrats. Well, Glalie did good. Overall. Lots of Sheer Cold connects. Just didn't give me a chance to Sheer Cold this time. I guess I should have Sheer Colded the Dragonite instead of Disable. Freeze Dry wasn't going to do anything to this Flutter Mane, but could have at least gotten a Sheer Cold off. I guess I have a Fake Out turn here. I mean, I have Grassy Glide into Pow, but I'm never going to be able to beat Dragonite. Grassy Glide, Pow, Light Screen. But as soon as Grim goes down, Dragonite wins. So, that's game. If I had brought Goodra, I didn't know he wasn't gonna bring Dozo. Goodra could have done something here. Sacred Sword is scary though. Plus, presumably Chi-Yu. Yeah, Rillaboom is never gonna beat Dragonite. Fish! Let's see if I can get a dodge and take out the fish. Might as well take something with me. If I can. Moonblast, yeah, that's not gonna KO. Is that? I'm just gonna have to dodge a move from the fish. Don't think I'm gonna live a move from the fish. Yeah, not overheat. Good game. Yeah, there it goes. All right. See, Glalie's not that scary, everybody. I don't know what everybody's worried about. Oh, GG. Nice and quick. And we're back. Glalie can do it. The only matches we lost were when we didn't bring Glalie, or when we couldn't get a sure cold off with Glalie. Good games to all of my opponents. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But anyways, I'm Jordy, and alright, peace.